Yo guys, Jordy here, and welcome back, to the first Battlefield 2042 video. I thought the first video I would do was settings, because I did have a lot of people in stream asking me about this, and some of them are quite confusing in some way, shape or form. So we'll start from the very start, general. All this invert stuff I leave off, leave it off. Camera shake amount you want 0, you don't want your camera shaking. Crossplay, this is solely dependent on whether or not you want to play with PC and Xbox if you're on PlayStation, or if you're on Xbox if you want to play with PlayStation and PC, or if you're on PC and you want to play with either of the consoles, then you leave it on. If you don't, turn it off. I'd turn both of them off. I don't know why there's two, probably a bug or something. Hints for controls, I turn that off. I don't want stuff cluttering my screen. Share use data off. Play creator content off. Allow followers on. I mean, it doesn't make that much difference because it's the beta, so... communication, I have off. That's like VoIP. I just leave that off. Network stuff. If you just do hide, you don't really need the network performance graph. But if you like that and you want to know what your ping and hit reg and stuff like that is, I'd turn that on and then mess around with these, whether or not you want to see how big and small it can be. For display video, I do field of view max. I think 100's fine. Some visibility is fine. You could probably turn this down to maybe 80, I would say. 80, 89, and it probably do just as good as a job. A vehicle, you want 100 just so you can see everything from a third person vehicle. It's insanely OP. ADS field of view, I have it on. I prefer it on. I think it makes your aiming a lot more consistent, at least for me. There isn't that much recoil in this game, so off can be nice if you like a little bit of extra zoom. But for me, it makes my aim a whole lot more consistent, especially on console right now when the sensor's literally all over the place. Brightness 45, that's down to my monitor, so I'd play with this until you find a nice settings. Then all this chromatic aberration, film grain, vignette, and lens distortion, turn that off. If you have this on, it'll make your frames a whole lot worse. HUD general, you want on. Camera shake 0 again. Colorblind, this is up to you, whether you're colorblind or not. I have mine off. Show awards and all the stuff I have on just in case I need to know anything in the HUD. Kill log, I turn kill log on then to all, so I know who's dying and who's killing. You can turn this to team, squad, yourself, nearby, or just straight off. Crosshair, I have it on 100. I'm going to change this to, I'm going to leave it 47. Now, for some reason, I can't adjust my crosshair color. I don't know if that's a bug, otherwise I would do. So this is something obviously I'd have to update you on in the future if it works, but yeah, for me I can't switch this. Minimap, I just have this 15 and rotate with you on. HUD icons, I have objective on 35 just so it doesn't, if I'm in a gunfight, it doesn't like block my line of sight. Friendly on 50, enemy on 100, so I always know where the enemy is. Gadget on 50, and the danger ping I have on 35. Sound, all 100s. I mean, it doesn't make that much of a difference. I have 3D headphones on. This sounds the best for me. The audio at the moment for me is terrible in terms of footsteps. Everything else is fine. Footsteps is not good. So I mean, I'll end up playing around with this, but 3D headphones has been the best for me so far. Audio and background, I have no idea what this is. I feel like this is a PC setting, so I just leave this off. I mean, maybe I need to try it on, but I've had it off. I had it one game on, made no difference, so I turn it off. The hit indicator audio, I leave off because I don't really like it. Some people do. If you're sniping, you want it on default. Obviously, you can only choose between default or off, which is weird. So I just leave it off. I don't think it adds anything to gameplay. And then voice chat, I just have off. And then yeah, obviously it's got mouse and keyboard stuff. Now, the default sticks, I have on default. Custom, you literally can't change custom button layouts, and we'll get to that in a minute. On-foot buttons, I have an alternate, so that swaps circle and R3. So my R3 is on crouch, and my circle is melee. And then this is all defaults. I haven't done any vehicles this game, and to be honest, you can't really customize your button layout that much, so it's kind of pointless. Now, towards this custom button assignments, the best thing you can do is go down, if you're on PS5, or even if you're on PS4, if you find your controller settings somewhere, and you go down to controllers accessibility. I think PS4 it's just accessibility. You go to custom button assignments, you turn it on, then you go custom, and you can literally make any button you want, whatever you want. So for example, I have my R2 registers as an R1, so I shoot with L1 R1. So when I press R1, it registers as R2. When I press R2, it registers as R1, if that makes any sense. So like, when I press X, it registers as a jump. Does it? No. When I press L2, it registers as X. And then obviously when I press X, it registers as L1. But I shoot with L1. It's very confusing, but I'd play around with this. For me, it's a little different because I jump with L2, where not many people do. So yeah, it's a little bit weird right now. So when I press L1, it registers as L2. When I press X, it registers as L1, which brings up a multiple of different things. So I'd recommend, if you want custom button assignments, that's the best way to do it. If you have any questions on that, let me know, and I'll try to explain it as best as possible. Now for sensitivity, I have this on 100. For me, it feels the best. It doesn't feel like 100 does in Battlefield 5. It feels a whole lot slower. Field of view again, it's on 100. I don't know why they show it twice. Same with field of view. Movement, I have toggle sprint. Sprint spot over off. I always have the tactical sprint or traversal sprint as on, so my thumb doesn't hurt when I'm running 350 meters. So I feel like that's the best. Soldier weapon zoom, hold. I mean, I don't know how people play toggle. Hold's probably better. Steady scope on. Soldier zoom sense. Now for this, mine's 36. If you go 50, that's the same as 100 in Battlefield 5. So if you go 100, that's the same as 200 in Battlefield 5. So this 36, I would normally go 36 or 32, but I'm kind of trying out in between right now to see which I like better. So that's basically the same as 64 and 72 as I had in Battlefield 5. Auto deploy I have off, just so when I jump off a building it doesn't auto deploy the parachute. It makes it a whole lot like more free flowing when you want to rotate. Air spawn I have auto deploy just in case I think he's on the ground and I spawn in the air, which is a bit weird. Quick throw grenades I have off just so I can properly aim the grenades. Reload hints I have on because they help you sometimes when you need to know to reload. The aim ratio stuff is exactly the same. 30 is the same as 60 in Battlefield 5, so whatever this value is on the screen for these aim ratios, you double it and it's the same as BF5, at least from what off straight feel. I don't know if that's fact, but off feeling, that's what it feels like. I use uniform soldier aiming coefficient as on. Soldier aiming is on. It's something I've always run and I prefer it. Coefficient I have as 78. I mean, I literally don't understand the value in this. I feel like it's the same as well. It doubles. So I mean, I used to run 178, so I need to find half of 178, which obviously is not that. So half of 178 is obviously 89, as you know, just quick maths. So I'm going to try 89. I feel like that would be the best for me. 78 was good as well, though I don't use high zoom optics that often. Now for me, this is something you didn't do in the old BFs, but I feel like it says it is applied multiplied by the base soldier zoom sensitivity option. I think this is bugged, and I'm not going to lie, I honestly do think it's bugged. Because this feels a whole lot better like this. When I set all these to 36 to match this, it feels insanely better for tracking at medium to long range. It feels an insane amount. So I'd try this out, though when the actual release comes out, I'm gonna have to look at it again, but at least for the beta, this is what I recommend. Just match whatever your zoom sense is. If you have uniform soldier aiming on, for me it feels a whole lot better, and for you it probably will do as well. I have vibration off. It's the best way to do it. Vehicle stuff, know nothing about. I haven't touched any of it. Vibration off again. I have 0-0 left stick, 5-0 for the 5-0 for the right stick. This is Deadzones, and I don't touch any of this stuff like the max input threshold. I don't use any of the bumper stuff, triggers. So. Accessibility menu narration I turn off. That's TTS. Cold line off. Vibration, yeah, and all this off. So And the soldier controls. It just shows you the same setting twice. It's really weird, but yeah. If you have any questions on my settings, let me know down in the comments below. I think these are the most similar to my BF5 ones that I've found that I can actually change. Like aim assist, I can't change like at all. Same with aim acceleration. There's a little bit of aim acceleration in the game, which I can't turn off either. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments below. I definitely recommend you trying these out. I think they're probably, at least for me, I think they're the best for overall gameplay. It gives you a nice bit of mid to close range. Anything higher, I think, is just impossible right now with the lack of aim assist that's in the game. So honestly, I think this is a perfect mid ground for close to mid range gunfights. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll try and set any questions as best as possible. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.